Hey everyone, this is your girl Katie K. Welcome to Divine Diaries, my personal walk with God. Lately, I've really been thinking a lot about my life, where I'm coming from, where I'm currently at, where I look towards being. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who have ever just taken a step back and be like, okay, what have I accomplished? Have I accomplished much? Stuff like that. And I had to encourage myself that I have been doing well. I might not be where I want to be, but I'm moving along, right? Also, sometimes I feel as if every time I make one step, it feels as if it's 10 step backward, not just personal life, but also on a professional perspective. But I want to encourage you, just as though I have had to encourage myself in the past few days, that I am enough. I'm good enough. I'm worthy. I'm a child of God. Like I have to tell myself that so I can go on each day, not just for me, but also for those who are looking up to me, right? And I want to just share this with you guys. So recently, so backstory, I've been working in a particular project from 2022. Um, it was paused. Then I picked it up back in 2023. Let's just say it went back on pause for various reasons. Each time it's for another reason. Started to really delve into it back in 2024. And I was all on high, like really, really getting in the rhythm. I had new ideas and I was just on a roll, you call it, right? And then, oops, nothing. For like 2 weeks, there was nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. At this, my world turned upside down. I remember there was a day I started to worry. And then I quickly reminded myself, like I heard the voice and I had to remind myself, like, girl, if God provides for the birds, why would he not provide for you? Why would God allow you to go through so much, as in carry me to that point after 2022, then 2023, then no, in 2024? Why would God carry you to this place and leave you like that? I was like, you're right. And I was, talking to myself at my desk and stuff. I was like, makes sense, makes sense. So again, I spent a day where I really worried. And then from that came to me, and it was really a full day. It was a few hours though. And I never worried anymore about me. I, however, was concerned about the project, but I wasn't worried about me, my state of affairs, or anything of the sort. And I think God was testing my patience at that point because after 2 weeks, I got good news. I ended up just doing an entire design and getting full approvals and everything. And I felt so proud of myself. I have been crying. I've been very emotional, getting everything just smooth sailing and now ready for action. And I'm like, the journey was long. Again, 2022 all the way. Paused. 2023 paused. 2024, I felt like my world was caving in. On that day, those few hours that I said I was worried, it's like my world was caving in. Everything felt like it was just coming down on me, like I was gonna crush, I was gonna die. And I remember crying out to God at my desk. And it was really a test of my patience because in that 2 weeks, again, after the day, I was no longer worried about me, but I was concerned for the project. And all my concerns were wiped away. Wiped away. And that happened only because of God. I've said to someone way before all of this, from around January, I said, this project is such a big project. It's either going to build my career or it's going to break my career. So you see those 2 weeks, that day I was like, no man, this broke my career. So I started to say, all right, so girl, you gonna have to, stuff like that. But there is a man upstairs who, when he says to wait, I often, God and I have a relationship where I'm like, God, what is in this for me to learn? Like, why are you punishing me? Why all of this? Because sometimes patience can be so daunting, demonstrating it. But I have had to learn during that experience, God has something better in store. Because in that 2 weeks, oh, miracles happen. Let me just say that. So it was amazing. I can't give you guys details about it because it's on the professional side and I don't really talk about my professional life in my personal space. But I wanted you guys to understand that God is still working it out for you. I remember someone said it's gonna be three things. Yes, no, or wait. I was like, but that's what God says. Like he says, okay, I'm gonna give it to you. No, no, I'm not giving it to you. I have something better in store for you. Or he's gonna say, wait. And I'm like, oh, the same thing. And I felt really assured. So I want to encourage you guys, if you have asked God for something and you haven't received it as yet, just wait. Trust the process. Trust the process. Again, this is from 2022, right? And like I've had to say to myself, because there are times I say to God, like, I'm such a nice person. I'm lovable. I'm all of these wonderful things. But why? Why do I have to go through so much trials and tribulations? And I often hear, why not you? I hear those words, like, why not you? So I live by the fact that if God has carried me to it, he will take me through it. And I want to leave that with you. Whatever you're going through, know that it is a testimony. Because I remember everything after everything. And I remember this week when I was talking and I was just crying and my heart was crying. I was like, trust me, those 2 weeks, wow. And I remember I kept replaying the day I was so worried and I kept walking from my desk. I didn't know what was happening, but God had something bigger and better in store, like way, way better. Everything. Oh my God, like God is amazing. Like I don't, God loves me. God have a different love for me. That's what I believe and I know. I'm a child of God. Sinner saved by grace. Let me just say that. Sinner saved by grace because the love that God has for me, I can glow. I am so happy. I have become speechless recently, but my heart sings. My heart speaks to God. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. So I encourage you, wherever you are in your life, just know that you can continue to trust the process, continue to trust God. I'm still trusting God. I'm still waiting on him to answer me about some stuff. I'm still waiting if it's a yes or a no or a wait. But I'm still trusting him because I know he loves me I know I am a child of Him, and He will provide for me, for you always. And if He has taken you to it, He's definitely going to take you through it. So be encouraged, my friend. Trust the process. Keep pushing on. Keep pushing on. Keep going because God has your back, right? If no one has your back, God has it because only God alone have this back. All right, so thank you guys for listening. If you're new, please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I do have a podcast for children, Bible Adventures. I'm reading a book. This is a book that I've been reading. 365 Bedtime Bible Stories. I'm reading them aloud. This is written by Daniel Partner, and I go through it. So if you have children, you can definitely let them check that out. Really nice podcast. I'm enjoying it, right? I'm enjoying it. I thank you guys. Take care. Mwah. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Bye.